Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss the dimension of the yoke as well as the how yoke is designed in the while designing the transformer. As you know that magnetic core consisting of two parts. That is the first one is the limb on which the winding is wound, and the horizontal part of the magnetic core is called as a yoke. So what does it mean? Yoke does not consisting of any winding. Yoke does not consisting of any winding. So there is no winding on the yoke. But if we increase the area of the cross section of the yoke, what happens? The iron losses decreases, which decreases the flux density. So area of the yoke is 15 to 20% larger than the area of the limb. Area of the yoke is 15 to 25% larger than the area of the limb. So yoke is made up of hot rolled silicon steel. Hot rolled silicon steel which reduces the iron losses. And magnetizing current. So for the transformer which are using CRGO, cold rolled grain oriented steel, in the area of the yoke is taken as equal to that of the core. When you are using the CRGO steel, the area of the yoke is taken as equal to the area of the core and rectangular or step core. So we are assuming that AY is nothing but the area of the yoke. Capital A suffix small y is nothing but the area of the yoke. Capital D suffix small y is nothing but the depth of the yoke. So capital H suffix y is nothing but the height of the yoke. So area of the yoke is given by depth of the yoke multiplied by height of the yoke, where dy is nothing but the width of largest stamping. So whatever the largest width of the stamping, that will be the width of the that will be the dy, which is abbreviated by a small a. So area of the yoke is nothing but the 1.15 to 1.25% of AGI for the transformer with hot rolled steel. AGI for the transformer, or AY equals to AGI, that is the area of the yoke, equals to the gross area of the iron for the transformer, which is made up of grain oriented steel. So in this way, depending upon the type of the material useful for the yoke, the AY varies. If the hot rolled steel is there, then AY equals to 1.15 to 1.25 of AGI. If the grain oriented steel is there, then AY equals to AGI. Now see the further construction of the yoke. How yoke constructed? Now see the dimension of the single phase core type transformer. So this one is the single phase core type transformer. This one is nothing but the magnetic core. On this magnetic core, the winding is wound. So for this single phase core type transformer, we have to assume all the dimensions and you have to write the relation. So this is the front view and this is the top view of the single phase core type transformer. So first of all, first abbreviation is nothing but the small a. What is small a? Small a is nothing but the width of largest stampings. So this one is the a. What is a? Width of largest stampings. So width of the largest stampings on the limb 1 as well as the limb 2, and these are the two yokes. These are the limb 1 and limb 2, and these are the two yokes. Then small d is nothing but the diameter of circumscribing circle. So what is small d? Small d is nothing but the dotted line. These two dotted lines indicate that the winding is wound on the limb and the diameter d is nothing but the diameter of the circumscribing circle. Then next abbreviation is nothing but the capital D. Capital D is nothing but the distance between the core center. So this one is the first core and this one is the second core. So distance between the center to center, the distance between the two core is called as a capital D. So here the center of the first core, and here is nothing but the center of the second core. The center of the first core and center of the second core, that is the distance between the core centers, is called as a capital D. Third one is nothing but the WW. WW is nothing but the width of the window. So this is the window shown by the dotted line. The distance between the two dotted line, after the circumscribing circle there is a dotted line. That distance between these two dotted line is called as the width of the window. Next one is the height of the window. So height of the window is measured between this distance is called as the height of the window. This one is the width of the window and this one is the height of the window. So height of the window is also called as the length of the limb. Height of the window is also called as the length of the limb. Then HY, capital HY, is nothing but the height of the yoke. So these are the two yokes. So this one is nothing but the height of the yoke. Then dy, that is the depth of the yoke. So this one is nothing but the dy. Dy is nothing but the depth of the yoke. So whatever the depth of the yoke, that is equals to the width of the largest stamping A. Then capital W, that is the length of the yoke. Capital W is nothing but the length of the yoke. So distance between the end of the core, that is the length of the yoke. So what is this one? This one is also called as the overall length of the frame. Overall length of the frame. Then capital H is nothing but the overall height of the transformer. So from the base of the first yoke, lower yoke and the higher yoke. So this distance is nothing but the height of the transformer. Then from these abbreviations you have to write the relation. The first relation, capital D. What is capital D? That is the distance between the core center is given by width of the window plus the diameter of the circumscribing circle. So what is capital D? Capital D is nothing but the distance between the core centers. So distance between the core centers is equals to the width of the window plus half of the D, and half of the D becomes D. That is nothing but the width of the window plus D. Then capital H. Capital H is nothing but the height of the window plus 2 into height of the yoke. So this one is nothing but the capital H. So capital H equals to height of the window plus this height plus this height. So HY plus HY, that is the 2HY. 2HY plus HW, that is nothing but the capital H. So capital H is nothing but the overall height of the transformer, which is equals to height of the window plus 2 into height of the yoke. And the last relation is nothing but the capital W, that is the length of the yoke. Length of the yoke equals to D plus A. So what is length of the yoke? That is the W. So W equals to D plus half of the A and half of the A. That is D plus A is nothing but the capital W, that is the length of the yoke. So capital W equals to the length of the yoke. So how will you measure the length of the yoke? D plus A. What is D? D is nothing but the center to center, the distance between the D is nothing but the center to center, the distance between the core center. So half of the A and half of the A, and this length is nothing but the capital D. So what is remaining? Half of the A and half of the A is remaining. So what is the value of W then? W equals to D plus A. So just like a single phase core type transformer, we have to write these relations for the single phase shell type transformer as well as the three phase transformer. Now see these relations for the shell type transformer. So these relations are very important. When you have to design the single phase core type transformer, you have to draw the diagram. From the diagram, you have to write the abbreviation and you have to write the relations. So these relations are very important. By using this relation, you can solve the numericals on design of single phase core type transformer. Next, see the relations for the shell type transformer. Now see the dimension of the single phase shell type transformer. So this is the single phase shell type transformer. It has the three limbs, two side limbs and one center limb. On the center limb, the winding is wound, and this one is the front view and this one is the top view of the single phase shell type transformer. Again, capital D is nothing but the distance between the core center. Distance between the core center. So we have the three limbs. That's why this D and this D. There are two D. In case of the single phase core type transformer, there is only one D. Why? It has the two side limbs. That's why it has only one D and it has the two side limbs and one center limb. So center to center distance between the core is D, and this center to center distance between the core is D. Then this one is the height of the window. Then W dim low, that is the window width. Window width for the first one and window width for the second one. Then A, that is the area of the circumscribing circle and area of the circumscribing circle. Then we have the capital H. Capital H is nothing but the overall height of the transformer is given by height of the window plus the height of the yoke plus height of the yoke. Means what? Capital H equals to height of the window plus 2 into HY. Then we have the capital D. Capital D is nothing but the distance between the core center. So distance between the core center plus the distance between the core center is equals to the width of the window plus depth of the window. So this one is nothing but the width of the window. Then we have the D, where D is nothing but the equals to A. That is the depth of the yoke. The next relation is nothing but the height of the overall height of the transformer. Overall height of the transformer is nothing but the height of the window plus 2 into height of the yoke. And last relation, that is the W, capital W. So capital W is nothing but the length of the yoke or overall length of the frame. So this one is nothing but the overall length of the frame. So overall length of the frame is given by D plus D, half of the A plus half of the A, that is A. That is 2D plus A. So in this way, you have to write, you can write the relation of the single phase shell type transformer. Again, when you have to design the single phase shell type transformer, we have to draw the diagram of the shell type transformer. Then from this diagram, you must know the all the abbreviations with the relation. Then you can calculate the overall height, overall width, then width, length of the yoke and overall height of the transformer. Now the next transformer is nothing but the three phase transformer. So next dimension of the yoke for the three phase core type transformer. So this one is nothing but the magnetic core of the three phase transformer, and this one is the core type transformer, as these three windings wound on the core. So for this three phase transformer, we have to write the relation. So first one is nothing but the A. What is A? Width of the largest stamping. So this one is the width of the largest stamping. Then small d, that is the diameter of the circumscribing circle. So this dotted line gives the diameter of the circumscribing circle. Then capital D, distance between the core center. So this one is the center of the first core, this one is the center of the second core. So D is nothing but the distance between the center core. Similarly, distance between these two center cores is nothing but the capital D. Then WW, width of the window. So this one is nothing but the width of the window. Then height of the window. So this one is the height of the window. Then height of the window is also called as the length of the limb, as this part is nothing but the limb. So whatever the height of the window, that is the length of the limb. Then height of the yoke, again height of the yoke. Then depth of the yoke. So depth of the yoke is nothing but the width of the largest stamping, that is dy. Then length of the yoke. So this one is nothing but the length of the yoke. So length of the yoke consisting of D, capital D, half of the A and half of the A. Then overall height of the transformer. So this is the overall height of the transformer. This height is nothing but the overall of the height of the transformer. It consisting of height of the window plus height of the yoke plus height of the yoke. So in this way, we have the first relation, that is the distance between the core center equals to width of the window plus D. Width of the window plus D. Then diameter of the depth of the yoke is equals to the width of the largest stamping. Then capital H equals to height of the window plus height of the yoke plus height of the yoke, means 2 height of the yoke. Then capital W, that is the length of the yoke or overall length of the frame. So overall length of the frame is equals to D plus D. Then D is measured between the half of the distance of the center core. So half of the A plus half of the A plus D, that is 2D plus A, is nothing but the overall length of the yoke, that is the overall length of the frame. So just like a 3-phase core type transformer, we can draw the relation for the 3-phase cell type transformer. So the 3-phase cell type transformer, again we are having the center limb. On that center limb, the 3 windings are wound. So similar relations you will get for the 3-phase cell type transformer. So by using these relations of the single phase core type transformer, cell type transformer, 3-phase core type transformer and 3-phase cell type transformer, you can design the dimension of the yoke, or you can design the single phase transformer, single phase cell type core type transformer, 3-phase core type transformer, as well as the 3-phase cell type transformer. Again I am repeating. So A equals to the width of the largest stamping. So width of the largest stamping is nothing but this distance. Then small d is nothing but the diameter of the circumscribing circle. So here the winding is wound. So that distance is nothing but that diameter is nothing but the diameter of the circumscribing circle. Then capital D, that is the distance between the core center. So first core, second core and third core. So distance between the core center. So this is the first center and this one is the second center. So distance between the two center is nothing but the capital D. Similarly, center of this center core and center of this core, again we have the capital D. Then width of the window where the capital D, that is the diameter of the circumscribing circle end, that distance is nothing but the width of the window. So we have the width of the window and width of the window. Then height of the window. So this one is nothing but the height of the window. So height of the window is also called as the length of the limb. So this is the limb. So height of the window is nothing but the length of the limb. Then height of the yoke. So this is the height of the yoke. And what is the depth of the yoke? Depth of the yoke is nothing but the A, that is the width of the largest stamping. Then W, the capital W equals to length of the yoke. So this one is nothing but the length of the yoke. So length of the yoke W consisting of capital D, half of the A and half of the A. That is also called as the overall length of the frame. Then H. What is H? Overall height of the transformer. So this is the overall height of the transformer, which consisting of the height of the window plus height of the yoke plus height of the yoke, means height of the window plus 2 into height of the yoke. Then capital D equals to the width of the window plus D, then dy, that is the depth of the yoke, equals to the width of the largest tamping, then capital H, that is the height of the overall height of the transformer, equals to the height of the window plus 2 into height of the yoke, then length of the yoke or overall length of the frame equals to 2 into D plus A, that is D plus D plus half of the A plus half of the A, that will be the capital W. So in this way you can write the relations for the three-phase core type transformer, and these relations are useful while solving the numerical. So in the numerical, if the single phase core type transformer is there, then you have to draw the diagram of core type transformer. You have to write all the relations. Then if the numericals on the single phase cell type transformer, you have to draw the diagram of single phase cell type transformer. You have to draw the diagram, then you have to write the relation. And if you have to solve the numericals on three phase core type transformer, then you have to draw this diagram. You have to mention all the abbreviation, that is small a, small d, capital D, WW, height of the window, width of the window, then overall length of the window, then you have to draw the front view as well as the top view. So by using this diagram, you have to write the relation. Similarly, for the three-phase cell type transformer, you have to draw the circuit diagram. You have to draw the diagram, that is the front view, top view, and you have to write the relation. So this completes the overall dimension of the yoke. So first of all, we have seen the dimension of the core, and then we have seen the dimension of the yoke. So overall design consisting of selection of the design of the dimension of yoke and design of the dimension of the core. So this complete relation, by using this complete relation, that is the dimension of the yoke, dimension of the core, we have to design the transformer. So depending upon which transformer we have to design, with respect to that you have to draw the circuit diagram, you have to write the relation, and some data is given in the numerical. Some data is given in the numerical. Sometimes you have to assume the data. Sometimes you have to assume the data. So many data are there. In the last lecture we have studied the different relation, that is iron loss to core loss. Then for what purpose we are going to design the transformer, whether it is for the minimum loss, whether it is for the minimum cost. Depending upon that, we have to select the different ratios and their values. Then we have the LMT by LI. So LMT by LI again varies depending upon the transformer, if it is a single phase cell type transformer, core type transformer, or three phase cell type transformer. So in this way, then we have to choose the relation height of the window upon width of the window. That relation, standard relations are there. Again, it depends upon the type of the transformer. So in this way, so depending upon the type of the transformer, some values are given in the numerical and some you have to assume depending upon the type of the transformer. So by using that overall values, you have to design the transformer. So in the next lecture, we are going to solve the numericals on design of the transformer. So for that purpose, you have to revise all the notes. So what different choice of the core is there, then the different areas, for the different areas we have the different assumptions, so that by using that assumption you have to solve the numericals. So while coming in the next class, revise all the notes, all the constants, then how that constants is used, choose depending upon the type of the transformer. This overall information is you have to revise, overall information you have to revise to solve the numericals. So in the next class we are going to solve the numericals on design of the transformer. So come with the revision of the overall theory of the design of the transformer, that is the design of the yoke, design of the core, and different constants, so that will be helpful to solve the numericals on the design of the transformer.